Mitzner in goal for the Gauchos, who are in their blue today. Cal Poly in their white with the green hoops. Mitzner last week under fire with those penalties. Has to scramble into goal here. The whistle blew. He wasn't ready yet, and we are up. Cal Poly outshot Santa Barbara last week in the first meeting between these two programs. 4 shots, the fewest that never had in a game this season. Santa Barbara quick from the throw and played centrally. Got a bunch of.
There's got to be a Del Taco down the street. I know Southern California very well. Got family that has been based in Santa.
This year's team is reminding Tim Baumsteig of that 2019 team. He feels like he has the right mixture of veterans and young pieces. With
already in possession.
Much of the ball early on here for Cal Poly. Now we are. Another physical challenge. This time it's Vasily who gets called for it. Again, if you're sitting at home and you're wondering what is flying, and who knows what kind of Sunday you've had, maybe you've kicked back and had some fun. You're not hallucinating. Those are tortillas that are flying onto the field. You can't help but laugh. This is the blue-green rivalry at its finest. Through a sea of tortillas, try to take this free kick.
I wonder where they get the tortillas from. Is it a Ralph's? Is it Albertsons?
Whatever it is, remind me to buy stock in that company the week before this game next year, because it's bound to shoot up in the week leading up to it. Tortillas are flying, and the free kick bends in as well.
He identified with a lot of glowing praise the back line, especially Parker Owens and Joaquin Torres.
That back line being tested. Here's some contact in the area. Play on. There is no video reviewed today. Those of you wondering at home, some conferences do, some conferences don't. We do not have it available today.
It's one of the first times we see the Gauchos getting into the box, but I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it's Garrett that ultimately gets nightmare.
Torres, a right-footed option. Moyo, the left-footed. It is Moyo chipping it. You can see what they were hoping for, but didn't come off the way they intended. Now Santa Barbara wants to go quickly here out of the back, and they will be slowed down because a sub is coming in. Have those guys on Ledoux anyway, and it's sent Ledoux to the right side now. So they've gone back and forth, back and forth. And I imagine it'll continue to go that way throughout the evening. Mahoney lost his footing. Comes out to Guerra. Right off for Amakaza goes for goal, but it balloons over everything. A half an hour into the happenings here at Harder Stadium.
There's one player that could change the tide and change. Yeah, I definitely like the physicality.
Short from the free kick to the end line and whipped in. Cal Poly holds strong once again. Look at all those white jerseys out.
When your opposing team has the ball, doing the defensive work, maybe getting stuck in on a 50-50 to dislodge possession, that can get you back in the game and get your team back in the game. For much of, say, the first 30 minutes, your second year as a coach that is learning, that is growing, and they came off that shocking 2-0 win. They're feeling comfortable right now, keeping the game in front of them and not panicking, and they grew into this half. Second half, though, will be all to play for.
Cal Poly riding a 6-match unbeaten run here. If they could come on the road to Harder Stadium and pick a draw, they would probably be happy. Santa Barbara trying to get revenge for their loss last week on the road against Coach. Thanks for your time. Best of luck in half number 2.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
That's Ogie Kennedy. And he was not happy when he was taken off the field by Tim Baumsteig. So see what he could do now in this second half. Long throw here from over the top toward Ledoux. He'll track onto it. I think they replenished at halftime. More tortillas than ever coming back in. But I think you would get the picture. They made one announcement in the first half, and they haven't even bothered the PA announcer ever since then. So part of the rivalry. This one floated in. It's almost going to trouble. Mitzner kept drifting here in the marine layer, and he had to parry it over the bar.
This is what can happen, and that's Joaquin Torres that flights that up. He mishits it, but they all count the same. And credit to Mitzner for getting his feet sorted.
Swerved in, ball still loose, spattering around, and it's gathered by Mitzner. Crisis averted for the Gauchos.
Trying to hear some oohs and ahs and sighs of relief. Set pieces are the great divide.
But at what point is it too much where you'd rather have that opposing defensive midfielder have a yellow because now he thinks twice? At some point you want that yellow given. Quickly taken now to Ledoux, and he's muscled off of it. Holding, dodging, sneaks it through. Numbers here for the Gauchos. Fed in behind off his line, McCune, and he timed it perfectly. Oh, up and lost it down the left wing. Opportunity budding again for Cal Poly. Drop back edge of the area for Mahoney, and it's saved by Mitzner. Best look of the night for Cal Poly.
Right on cue, talking about them coming to life and springing to life. This comes off a midfield turnover, and it's Mahoney. Pass beyond the pass.
And Ledoux slips a pass in behind here. Chance brewing for Santa Barbara, but it's wide. They need to get Ledoux on the ball more as well.
They need to play him centrally. He's had to float from out wide to central spaces to be more effective. Why not start him?
Ready to serve it with his left foot. Brown drives it in, flicked out off the bar, rebound loose in front, saved again, still loose, and now the whistle blows. Oh, the crossbar and Nicky McCune tag teaming that one to keep it 0-0.
As I said, set pieces are so vital in this match, and that's Mullenberg that gets the thumping header off the bar, but keep an eye on McCune. You gotta keep your senses about you and have your teammates collapse around it. This is just team defending.
Back into their possession a little bit more, finding the avenues forward now. Ledoux running off the ball, he wants it. Martinez carves one to the far side, settled down. Ivan Stieg back in the air to Ledoux, he snaps it down, ball still loose, and it's again there for Ledoux. Oh, off the chest, it's saved. Rebound still loose in front, and saved again by McCune. That one was taken off the chest by, I believe, Parker Owens in front, helping out his goalkeeper.
It's every man on hand and on deck to make big plays for Cal Poly, but that's much more like it from UCSB. They've changed the tempo and moving the ball a bit.
One of the best matches on the calendar every year. Does it have a goal in it? It's settled now, edge of the area. It's blocked on the first effort. Steal it at the other end. High lofted ball on the free kick, and Mitzner has it, and he's barreled into. Emperor's gonna flare a little bit more now. Whenever you crash into a keeper, expect some sort of response. Here we go. This is the most that it's boiled over so far. Blue-green rivalry at its finest, with a quarter of an hour remaining, still 0-0. Big West showdown.
This is where, if you're an official
doing a burrito in the area tonight, probably not going to find any tortillas at the local supermarket. Luis Obispo, that was Cal Poly's first win in this rivalry in 6 years. If you could go back-to-back weeks against your rival, your quote-unquote big brother, and not lose either of those games, that's massive for the psyche. Even if it is final five. Nice run in behind, defender slipped. Mustangs, can they steal 3 points on the road to the end line? And it's out for a goal kick. Low line drive. Sister on the volley.
get that to hit.
Unbelievable. Final minute of play. It's in behind for Ledoux. Cuts inside, laid off. It's blocked. Almost the 90th minute. Best chance. Ledoux laid it off, and it was blocked on the way through. Floated in. Still loose. Will it be a corner? It is. They have to hurry. 15 seconds. They're going to run over to take it. 10 seconds. Ledoux putting it down. 8 seconds. Countdown in stadium. Ledoux sends it up. Everybody forward. It's snatched by McCune, and that'll do it. It finishes 0-0 in the blue-green rivalry between Cal Poly and Santa Barbara.
These two teams, they battled They hustled, they fought for 90 minutes. Unfortunately, we didn't get a goal, but we definitely got to their entertainment. The tortillas may be the talking point